With all humility, she said, I am so sorry, Thomas. I have never realized in the Bible there is a book of wisdom. I appreciate her humility to accept it, because she was a doctor, she was a spiritual person, but she never realized in the Bible there is a book existing called Book of Wisdom. Now we must thank our youngsters that she could open and read, isn't it? So time is changing. We have a book of wisdom in the Bible. So, when I was a young man, I realized I need more wisdom. And I will tell you an incident. It was a very interesting point. I was first employed as a junior engineer, mechanical in Tata Steel. Tata Steel is the famous steel company in Jamshedpur, one of the biggest factories in India. And we were building a huge machine, but some part was imported from Germany. And a German expert engineer was sent to commission. Commission means to start functioning of this machine. And I was deputed to assist him, to help him to work out the whole thing. He tried all his possible ways, all what is written in the book and in the instruction. We could not commission the machine. We were really working hard day and night to find out the problem, why the machine is not running. And after 1 month's work, can you believe a German engineer, he went back without completing his mission. Today, since I am more working in Germany, I realize what a terrible thing happened. Next day, I too was very sad. I was so sad. Although it was his responsibility, by the time I felt it is also my responsibility. Technically, all the machine is there, all what they have instructed, we have gone through, but the machine is not functioning. He went back to factory to find out from the experts why and what we should do. In the next day morning, I came to the factory. I sat near the machine, desperate, but I suddenly got a thought. Oh God, you know everything. You are infinite wisdom. You know everything. Say everybody, oh God, you know everything. But I don't know. Say that. This is very difficult to say. These days children will say, Mama, you don't know anything. This is what normally, Mama, you don't know it, I will show you. Papa, you don't know it, I will show you. This vocabulary we should change. What I said, I don't know, but you know everything. Say that. I don't know, but you know everything. This was like a prayer. I said, I have been struggling 1 month. I don't know how to do it. But I know that you know it. That was the right expression. I know that you know it. Please tell me. Give me wisdom. I did not kneel down there, but because it was a factory and so many people were around. But I was so much humbled to say, I know nothing. I know nothing, Lord. And you know everything. For the wisdom to flow, the best attitude is this. What I know is a drop. What I do not know is an ocean. Can you say that? What I know is a drop, and what I do not know is an ocean. Do you want that ocean? Yes. And I could not believe in 3 minutes time, I got a super idea. I got such an idea. Yes, it is possible. It's an idea how to function this. An idea which we never thought about in this last 1 month. I ran to my chief engineer's office and I screamed and said, it is possible to run the machine. He said, how can you do it? A German engineer could not do it. You are an Indian. This is what generally India people think. A German, an English, they are all experts. They can do everything. We are so poor. But I told him, at least you listen to me. All right, come on. Then I spoke the idea. So he also got, yes, that's possible. He sprang up and we both were running to that factory room and we applied. We called some technicians and workers and we implemented this idea, and there you go, the machine started working. It's a greatest God experience for me. It was, apart from bodily healing, or something which God's wisdom. And immediately messages went around. Everybody came, people lifted me up. Hey, Thomas, I've done it so much. How did you do this? And I got appreciation letter. I got promotion. I got double increment, everything. And thereafter, this engineer came back. He said, what have you done? Then I explained to him. They even offered me job in Germany. But I was on a bond period with my Indian company there. I could not go. And so anyway, and thereafter, any problems in the factory, if anybody cannot do it, call Thomas Paul. I was in a panic. Certain things I don't know at all, anything about that particular machine, but they think, call Thomas, he will be able to do it. And I was sent in all those places. What I do, I sit there and pray, oh Lord, I don't know it. But I know one thing, that you know everything. Say everybody, I know one thing, that you know everything, God. You are infinite wisdom. Please tell me. And I get answer. So much so, when I got married, I told my wife, I would like, if our first child is a girl, we must give her wisdom, name wisdom. So, our daughter, first child was a daughter, girl, so we decided to give this name Vidya. Vidya means wisdom. It was specifically because of the love for wisdom. Yes?
What was the idea?
Yeah?
What was the idea that God gave you?
Oh, that's a complicated technical matter that you may not understand now. It's a very, technical persons can understand. The idea will function, that much only you now think. Otherwise you need another 1 hour to explain. But I am happy that you asked this question. The curiosity is very good. But to explain, we will not understand. It is, or maybe I will try to understand, otherwise he will not be. See, listen, I will explain. Shortly I will explain, okay? The little part of it. This is a good thing to know. See, it was a huge machine which we have to fill 165 liters of oil first in it. Oil means it's like engine oil or hydraulic oil, that's different types of oil. And then we start functioning and then stop it, keep on filling more and more to bring it into the full speed. But in 165 liter oil, it is not even starting. So we tried everything, but the idea I got was this, something called viscosity of the oil, means the oil thickness of the oil. What all this documentation is based on a German oil. You understand? But the viscosity of that German oil may not be exactly same in an Indian manufactured oil. It can be more thick or it can be less thick. That's what I got. And that viscosity, although we have checked everything, therefore instead of 165 liters of oil, we start with 160 liter oil, that's all. This we never thought. We never thought this idea. It is so simple, but we never thought this. And trying that, we are not making any mistake. No mistake can happen. And it worked. It worked, that's all. And I have so many such experiences. The wisdom helps us. So my daughter, Wisdom, now that's another interesting. She was very hard-working girl, very hard-working. But when she was studying in 8th standard, she began to score very less mark. And the principal and the teachers sent a letter calling the parents to explain the children's poor performance. Now my wife immediately brought that letter to me. Look, your wisdom daughter is performing. Now she said, I will not go. You must go and talk to the teachers and what to do. So my wife was recommending she must be supported with some tuition masters. So I said, no, she must spend little time in prayer and ask for wisdom. So we had a always little minor fight on this, So finally I went to the school. I met the teacher and the principal. I said, I am convinced about she is hard-working. She is really hard-working. But they are convent sisters. They understand me, but then they say, I said, you leave her 1 week with me. I will send her for a retreat like this, 1 week retreat, so that she will get more Holy Spirit, more wisdom. Then the problem will be solved. They said, my God, already she is doing poor. Now 1 week she is away from the school. How she will cope up with when she come back? Finally I said, sister, I am responsible. She is my child. Please allow me. All right. Then it was in Bombay those days. We were in Bombay and I took her to the retreat center there. There was a retreat for the junior, for the youth. I told her, you only pray for wisdom. And miraculously, it so happened, after the retreat, the next exam, she got double mark for every subject. Double mark. She is the one now, one of the rare ladies who has a theological faculty qualification. She can even teach the priest. She can even be a faculty member in a university or in a seminary. And I was there when she was defending her thesis. I was there. I was also allowed to be present there. I really thank God. Oh my God, my daughter. She is talking to such a scholars, such a great theological subject. And they were asking such terrible questions, and we can see the work of Holy Spirit and the wisdom. She is able to answer all such things. So I think we are, this is now for big people also, we are only focusing on set of laws commandments, sin, 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 this is sin, this you should not do, this you should not do. It is all right, but that is not the whole Bible. That is not the God's plan. God knows our weaknesses and failures, but God is ultimately the source of everything. Source of everything. Even devil, what is devil? Who is devil? Who is devil?
He was once an angel, but then he was gone.
What is the difference in power between God and the devil? It is a question to elders. But you can listen to answer. You must know this. Yeah, but what capacity of the power? How much each has power? Whose power is greater or same?
One's more, one's less.
So, we have to understand in terms of creator and creation. God is creator, whereas the devil is God's creation. But God did not create a devil. God created angels. But these angels become fallen angels, and they are the evil spirits. So basically, an evil spirit come from the angels. So as angels are God's creation, an evil spirit is also creation. So because an evil spirit is God's creation, its power is finite, whereas God's power is infinite. See, whole thing changes. If you think, oh, that is devil, devil will kill us, devil will destroy us, that means your understanding about God dwelling is very little. So, when we pray for wisdom and understanding, we get many such interesting and strong points for our life, which will help us for our daily life. Once I was in Germany in a retreat